Good morning, welcome to Vlogmas Day 23, Christmas Eve. I can't believe we're so close. This morning I am going to visit some friends for coffee and a bit of a catch up. So I'm taking you with me. I thought I would walk. It's a 10-minute walk, which really isn't particularly far. It's a dry day. There'll be lots of food, etc. over the next few days, so getting a few steps in isn't a bad idea. So I'll take you with me. We might see some Christmas decorations on the way. See what we see. This is one of my favourite streets in my area. I live in a built up area, which is close to open countryside, but it's still fairly built up. But I love this street because it's so quiet and peaceful. There's some very, very pretty houses in it, which are beautiful, but way out of my price league. But it's just calm and quiet up here. I had hoped to show you Christmas decorations on doors and things, but to one extent it's the wrong time of the day. Because the lights aren't on. Evening time is much better for walks to see Christmas lights. Lots of twinklies round that house, which would be really pretty at night. But it's a nice walk nonetheless. I'm really looking forward to seeing my friends. I haven't seen them in quite a while. They're both working full-time jobs. So with their work schedules, it can be hard to meet up during the week. So we decided we needed to meet before Christmas. This is my favourite house. Oh, how I wish. I've been sitting thinking today about my word for 2018. In one of the early Vlogmas episodes, I talked about choosing my word. A lot of people at this time of year are deciding what their goals and resolutions are for the next year. I don't so much make resolutions. I have some goals, but I choose a word. And this past year, 2017, the word was challenge. And the challenges that I faced weren't all negative challenges. Challenge can give an impression of negativity. They weren't all negative challenges. A lot of them were within my crafting, within my knitting. I wanted to learn new skills and I have met those challenges. I wanted to learn how to do colour work. I have worked at that and I'm wearing the result of part of that challenge. And it's been a good year in that respect. I had also never travelled abroad on my own before. That was a big challenge. It was an exciting challenge. We met that with going to Rhinebeck. So a lot of the challenges have been very, very positive and they have been met. But a challenge that I face, and which probably a lot of people face, is to find balance in their everyday lives. And that has been coming across to me very, very strongly in the last little while. So the words that I have chosen it's two words that I've chosen for 2018 are balance and quiet. And quiet is the word that has come to mind most, but it's all about finding balance in my everyday. I have alluded to it before. I've never gone into detail about it because I don't feel this is the place for it, but I would have mental health issues like many people. In the past, I have suffered severely from depression and had to have help for that. But for me, a lot of that stems from not having balance. I am the type of person who goes into things 100% when I'm doing things. So it's almost 100% to the exclusion of everything else. And I find that I can be going along quite calmly, but I get so obsessed or into something that it blocks out everything else, and then there's an awful lot of noise in my head, and I don't take time out to be quiet and to rebalance and refocus. And what starts along quite nicely and quite smoothly can sometimes then become quite a difficult thing, and I can feel my health suffer, my mental health suffer. So my aim for 2018 is to find balance, and I think I am going to do that by taking time to be quiet. And when I was working through my planners and journals for next year, part of the thing is for me to set aside time where I'm quiet. The internet and social media is a wonderful tool, and I am very clearly enamored with social media. I have made wonderful friends through social media, and I love my connections that I have made through it. And it's the first thing I reach for in a day, is to see what everybody's up to. But I have to remind myself every so often that just like I do, social media can be very curated. We tend to put the good bits on. I don't want people to know the bad parts of my days, just as much as, although I want to get to know people, I'm not always going to look for the negative things. I want to see pretty things when I go onto social media. I like to see the nice things as well, because it's a form of escapism. But sometimes I get blinkered, and when I'm looking at social media and looking at people's lives, I forget that these are the curated bits, that they too are facing challenges and issues and problems. They have real lives. And I don't see that, and sometimes then I become obsessed or down with, and get too involved with the good things and start to compare. I think the problem is I start to compare, and I feel as though I fall short. So for me, it's all about finding balance and remembering that. So 2018 for me is taking time out in the morning, possibly to be quiet, to sit with my own thoughts, to let the outside world go for an hour. And it can be just being quiet and knitting, or being quiet and reading, or journaling, something that just puts out or blocks the outside world for an hour. Turning off the social media. When I tend to sit down, I put on YouTube, I put on something to watch, and I think I need quiet, just to have that time to find my balance again. And then the rest of the day and the social media and all the fun and the connections and the interactions can take place, because I've had that time to let my mind be quiet. So those are my words for 2018. That was felt quite heavy and deep, but it's how 2018 will hopefully look for me. I will be busy with knitting. I will be busy meeting everybody. I love all that. It's what makes me tick. I really enjoy the social interaction. It's not that I am so introverted that I find that difficult. I actually get fuel, I think, from all the social interaction. But I have to remember that just for that balance, I need to take time out. So that's my words for 2018. Those are my words for 2018: quiet and balance. It's time to paint my nails, ready for Christmas.